I mean, everything in between. I mean, this foundation is really, really freaking nice. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So I am not wearing any makeup and my hair looks a little bit crazy. It's still air drying right now and I haven't brushed it. And the reason why I haven't brushed it is because if I let my hair air dry before I brush it, it'll air dry into like really nice waves. So that's why I haven't brushed it, so please don't judge me. If you are new here, my name is Delana. Thanks for stopping by, and today it is Wear Test Wednesday, which means that every Wednesday I will be testing out a new product, so whether it is foundation or concealer or whatever it may be. I mostly test out foundations if you want me to be honest, but anyways, this is the COVERGIRL Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation. We're going to be trying it on, we're going to be testing the wear time of it, I'm going to be doing check-ins to kind of see how it breaks down throughout the day or if it breaks down at all. We are in this together. We're gonna figure this out together. So, funny story, I have actually tried to film this video. This is my third time filming this video. So yes, I have worn this foundation off camera and on camera more than once. So I do already know kind of how it wears, but the reason I still like to do wear tests on it, whether I have worn it or not, is just because I want you guys to see for yourself how it lasts and not just take my word for it. So it retails for about $9 depending on where you go. Some places like Amazon and Target and CVS, it retails for $8.99. Other places like Ulta and Walmart are more like closer to $10. Makeup is simple with COVERGIRL Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation. Our COVERGIRL 3-in-1 Foundation makes looking beautiful a breeze. This all-in-one foundation with a long-lasting formula fuses primer, concealer, and foundation in one easy step. Save yourself time and energy with this smooth blendable formula. Try COVERGIRL Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation today for a flawless look that lasts all day long. And then how to apply says use a disposable sponge, wedge, or clean fingertips. Dab a small amount of foundation onto the center of your cheeks. Blend outwards towards the edges of the face, concentrating on uneven areas and decreasing intensity towards the hairline. That's the exact same application tips that it gave on the COVERGIRL Vitalist Healthy Elixir, which I do have a wear test on this guy, so if you are interested in that, this is a great foundation for dry skin, so you can click the link right here. Check that out if you have more dry skin. However, I do think that this one, depending on how dry you are, if you're like the Sahara Desert, maybe don't go for this one. But if you're like normal to dry, like you kind of get dry sometimes, but not really, you'd be perfectly fine with the Outlast foundation. And I do think this would be a good one for oily skin. Just saying that right off the bat. So let's get into the application. Ooh, now we're all up close and personal. Okay, so honestly, I have in the other two videos that I tried to film on this foundation, which long story, if you are subscribed to my email list, you know why I tried to film this video more than once. If you want to stay up to date on little stuff like that, like when I'm uploading or why I missed an upload or anything like that, you can go ahead and subscribe to my email list down in the description box. Just click the link and fill out the information. It's super quick and easy, and you'll get notified every time I upload, as well as if there's ever a reason that I need to miss an upload or something like that, you guys will stay in the loop. So make sure that you sign up for that email list down below. But anyways, you know what? I have never tried this Bare Minerals Combo Control Primer, so let's try it. I literally have not even like opened it or anything. So it's kind of like a little milky texture like that, and I'm just gonna apply that in the center of my face. Oh, it feels almost like a moisturizer. What I know about this primer is that it's supposed to help to kind of balance your skin. So like if you're like really dry out here or really oily in here, anything like that, it's supposed to kind of help to balance that. I'm just taking a little bit more. It doesn't feel like a primer at all. Like honestly, it just feels like a moisturizer. So I feel like that's probably not going to give me a lot of smoothing, honestly, but I need to go dampen my beauty blender because I always forget to do that. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just gonna pump about 2.5 pumps of this onto my little tray here. We're gonna start with that. I have the shade Ivory, by the way, which at the CVS that I bought this at, that was the lightest shade, and I think it might just be like the lightest shade in the line. And I'm just gonna use my beauty blender to apply that. Let's start on the unprimed side. It definitely has a little bit of fragrance to it, but nothing that's like super heavy or like super sweet or anything like that. You know how sometimes you put on a foundation, you're like, oh, that's like a really heavy, like sweet fragrance. It's not like that at all. It just kind of smells fresh, you know, which if you're gonna put fragrance in a product, that's definitely the kind of fragrance that I prefer. It's just like a very fresh smelling kind of fragrance. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to kick my cat out of the room. All right, so now let's apply to the prime side. All right, I've completely used up the 2.5 pumps, so I'm just gonna take one more pump and build a little bit more. It's definitely not like the fullest coverage I've ever used. I would say it's a medium to full. You can definitely build it up. Most foundations these days are medium to full. And then I'm just gonna take whatever's left over and bring it down my neck. So with nothing else on it, here is how everything is looking all by itself. I feel like the texture is really nice. It looks very skin-like. It doesn't look textured. It's definitely more on the matte side. The coverage is good. I really like it. I like the way that it looks on my forehead, and I'm very picky about the forehead area, and I feel like so far it looks really good. From the primed to the unprimed side, right now I'm not noticing really any difference at all. So that's more so a reflection of the primer. However, this apparently has a built-in primer to it, so who knows, maybe it's a reflection of the product as well, since this side is technically primed since it has a built-in primer. So I don't know. Looks really nice. Currently it is $4.19. I know I'm getting a little bit of a late start on this today, but I'm gonna be wearing it for at least 8 hours, so don't worry about that. Hopefully closer to 10. I feel like 8 hours is a good wear time. That should be like the minimum, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, I'm gonna go apply the rest of my makeup. If I have any issues like blending my concealer or powder or anything like that on top of the foundation, I will definitely hop back on and let you guys know. But other than that, I'll see you in my next check-in. Alright you guys, it's check-in time. Okay, so here is how the foundation is looking. Honestly, in person, it looks pretty much exactly how I applied it. Like, it's not getting any weird textures anywhere. It still looks super smooth. Still looks really good on my forehead. Still looks really skin-like. Still has good coverage. Like, everything. I really feel like it has lasted really well. I used my Bobbi Brown concealer today rather than my Kevyn Aucoin concealer, and I feel like it's worn off, and I'm not a big fan of it, but that is not the foundation, that is my concealer. Also, I've been touching my under eyes because my mascara was smudging. Anyways, I feel like this foundation is lasting really well, and I am super happy with it. I have obviously worn this foundation more than once, and this is exactly how it has lasted every single time. It just feels like it stays right in place. The texture doesn't change, and even after wearing it for like 10 hours, 12 hours or so, I feel like it still lasts really freaking well. So I'm loving it. Still don't think this would be a good foundation for dry skin, but absolutely loving the longevity of it. So see you guys in my last check-in. Alright you guys, so it is now almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so we are about to hit 9 hours of wear time on this foundation, and I am not surprised. I've worn this foundation many times before. Not surprised to say that it still looks perfectly exactly the same. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in close so that you can see for yourself. My lips are clearly wearing off. However, I've not touched them up since I have applied them. So after dinner and everything, so they're not too shabby for if you're considering eating and everything. Here we are though. My eyeliner is smudging a little bit, but foundation is still very much intact. As you can see, I really have not lost like any coverage. Nothing has gotten patchy. It looks like I scratched my chin, so there's like a little red mark right there. But other than that, I mean, nothing has bunched up around my nose. It has not gotten cakey or separated or anything. I don't feel like I've gotten any more shiny than I was before. It feels like it's controlled my oils really well. I mean, everything in between. I mean, this foundation foundation is really, really freaking nice. This is definitely one of those foundations that, like, if you need a foundation to rely on and you don't want it to become a hot mess at the end of the day, I feel like I can rely on this foundation to stay together and not fall apart. So I am super, super impressed with this foundation, especially with the price point. I mean, you can't beat that. $9? Come on. Especially when there is like the all hours foundation, for example, from YSL. I mean, $58 freaking dollars, and I feel like you get about the same longevity, if not less longevity in that one. Look at this, it's perfection. COVERGIRL, you did a really, really great job with this foundation. If you are going to try this foundation, let me know down in the comments, and if you have tried this foundation, tell me your experience about it. Let's kind of get a dialogue going, share everything, and make sure that you leave some products that you would like to see me put to the test next. I just started an email list, and there are now 3 forms of the email list, so if you would like to be notified every time I upload, you can sign up. I will always have the links down in my description box. So there is a list for being notified every time I upload, so 3 times a week. There is a list for being notified just once a week, so you'll get the rundown of everything that I uploaded at the end of the week. And then there is a list for a monthly update. So at the end of the month, I will send out an email list kind of giving you a rundown of everything that I uploaded that month. If you are interested in signing up for one of those, all the links are going to be down in the description. And before you leave, make sure to check out some of my other videos over here, and make sure to hit subscribe right over here so you don't miss out on anything else. That is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in Friday's video. Bye! Say bye-bye, Coconut. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.